Guys, in this video, you will learn how you can create items in Notion's database automatically according to the upcoming events that you have created in Google Calendar. So guys, Notion is a productivity tool in which you can create note takings and add tasks, and Google Calendar is a calendar event in which you can see your upcoming events and schedule your work. Okay. So guys, we are going to synchronize both of these applications for your productivity, and for that we have set up an automation according to which our workflow is going to run every week and see the upcoming events in your Google Calendar, and according to the events, items will be created in Notion's base automatically, and that's how you don't have to manually see the events and you don't have to manually add the task details in Notion, and it will be synchronized and easify your work. And we are going to set up this automation without any coding, so let's begin. So we are setting up this automation using Pabbly Connect, which is an automation tool. And guys, this is the landing page of Pabbly. And from here, you can set up your free Pabbly Connect account and you will get free automation tasks every month to test and set up your automations. Okay. So you can just sign up right now. And after that, you have to sign in and you will reach the dashboard of Pabbly Connect application like this. And from here guys, you have to click on this create workflow button to set up an automation, and here you can give a name to your workflows as well. So I am giving the name here as sync Google Calendar with Notion. All right, and after giving the name, just click on this create button and you will see your workflow page will load up like this. And here you will find these two modules, the trigger and the action. So our automations are based on these two things. So trigger is the event which starts this workflow, and the action is the automated response or the consequence of the trigger. Okay. So here in the trigger, you have to connect that application in which the trigger event is going to occur, and in the actions, you have to connect the further applications in which you want to get something done automatically. Okay. So here in this use case, guys, I have already created a workflow. Let me show you. And here is our workflow. And here in the trigger, I have used scheduler feature of Pabbly. So you can select this scheduler like this. Let me show you here. Here you will find scheduler. You just have to select it like this. And then it will ask how often you want to run your workflow. So guys, we want here that this workflow should run every week on a particular day and see the upcoming events of the week, and according to that fetch the details of the events and create Notion's items. Okay, so here you can see I have selected days of the week option here. Then I have selected Monday as the day on which this workflow is going to run, and then I have selected the time at which this workflow is going to run. Okay, after that I have connected date time formatter feature of Pabbly in the actions tab to fetch the current date. That means the date on which the workflow is running. Okay, and I have selected this basic format of the date as MMDDYY, and I got the result like this. So after that, I have connected Google Calendar here. So we have created a logical workflow here to get the work done that we want to do, that is to see the upcoming events of the week in Google Calendar, and according to that create items in Notion. For that I have fetched the date first here, then I have connected Google Calendar and used get all events action event of Google Calendar to fetch all the events that we have in our calendar in a particular calendar. So this is my calendar's name. I have selected from this list. You can see the same calendar here also. Okay, this is my calendar. Then I have toggled this simple response button to off. Previously it was on, and then I toggled this off. Then I have clicked on save and send test request button to fetch the details of all the events that I have in Google Calendar in this array of data format. You can see in this items label that I have received here, I have received the details of my calendar events in this array of data format. You can see here. Okay, here we got the details of all the calendar events, right? So why we have fetched this data in this array of data format? Because we wanted to use iterator feature of Pabbly. Okay, so what iterator will do, after this step I have connected iterator, so that iterator is going to segregate this array in one by one form. Okay, so iterator is going to separate the values of one event at a time. Okay, so I have selected iterator, then it is asking to choose the array. So I have clicked here, and from this previous step, I have chosen this items array. This is the same array that we have here. Okay, and then I clicked on save and send test request button and got the response like this. And here it started showing the details of of the first event, and that's how iterator will run for one event at a time. So it will start from the first event, then second, then third, and so on. Okay, and here you can see the summary of the event, the description of the event, and here you will find the start date of the event as well. Here is the start date of the event and the time, and the end date of the event and the time. Okay, right. Then guys, I have opened another action step. By clicking on this plus sign, you can open another action step, and here I have connected with date time formatter feature of Pabbly to format the date with time zone. Okay, I've selected this action event because we wanted to change the format of the start date time label that we have received here in this previous step. Okay, why we have changed the format? Because in afterwards action step, I have used the spreadsheet formulas using number formatter of Pabbly, and in this step I have subtracted the date of the starting of the event from the current date. Okay, and I got this result here. And after that I have applied the filter to ensure that when this result is greater than 0 and less than 8, that means the events are coming from the upcoming 7 days only. We want to capture the details of the upcoming events that we have in upcoming week. Okay, that means the coming 7 days. So to ensure this, we have applied these steps here. Okay, what we have done, let me show you once more. So now the logic is clear here why we have used these steps. I have applied date time formatter here in the second action step to get the current date, and I have got this date in this MMDD format. Okay, because in this number formatter, in this days formula, you have to use this same format, that is MMDD. Okay, right? That's why I have fetched the current date in this format. Okay, then moving forward, I collected all the events from Google Calendar by using this action step. Okay, then I have toggled the simple response button to off to get the data in array format. Then we have used iterator to separate these events one by one. Okay, then I have connected date time formatter again in the fifth step, and here I have changed the format of the start date time. Okay, then I have applied the number formatter feature and applied the days formula. So where you'll find this days formula, you can check the formula list here by clicking on this check full list word here, and you will reach this page, and here you will find the days formula. So you just have to copy this formula and you have to paste it here, and here you have to map the labels. So how you can map the labels, let me show you. Okay, so the days formula will look like this, and here we have these double commas. So when you click here, the previous steps will appear here in the drop down. So first of all, from this iterator step, sorry, not from the iterator step, from this last date time formatter step where we have changed the format of the start time of the event, you have to map the start time of the event. Then here in this double commas, you have to map the current date. Okay, so what we are doing here, we are getting the details of the difference between these two dates. That means the date of the running of the workflow and the date on which the event is going to occur. Okay, and we will get the difference here in this result label. So when this result shows you a number which is greater than 0 and less than 8, that means numbers starting from 1 to 7, that means these events are going to happen the next week. Okay, so this difference will show you that the events that you have captured here in this iterator is going to occur in the next week. For that, I have applied this filter here because we want to create items in Notions of the events that are going to happen in next week. So for this, I have applied the filter feature here, and here it is asking to select the label. So here I have selected the result label from the previous step. Then I've applied the filter type as greater than and put the value here 0. Then I've clicked here on this plus icon to add an AND condition here. AND condition means when both of these conditions are going to fulfill, then this workflow is going to continue. Okay. So when I clicked here on the plus icon, another field opens here, and here I have selected the previous result again and selected the filter type as less than and put the value here as 8. Okay, this means the result of this formula should be greater than 0 and less than 8. So this will show you the numbers from 1 to 7, and this means the difference between the current date and the start date of the meeting is between 1 to 7. That means the event is going to occur in the upcoming week. Okay, that's why we have applied this filter here. Then I clicked on save and send test request. Right now it was showing condition is false, but in real time when this condition matches true, what we want to create a item in Notion's database. So finally we have connected Notion and used create database item as the action event. Then I've selected the database name, and in the date field I have mapped this start date time label from this iterator step. Okay, let me show you the mapping again. So guys, why we map the data here? We map the data here because in real time when this workflow is going to run, the labels are going to be updated here automatically, and new items according to the new events will be created here in Notion automatically. Okay, that's why it is necessary to map the labels. Okay, so here in the date field, just click here, and from this iterator step where we have separated the events one by one, map the start date time label. Okay, so this will mark the starting date of the event. Status, you will find the status of the event as confirmed from the iterator only. This event is confirmed. The completion time, you can map the completion time as the end date time label. Here is end date time, map it. If you have invitees added, you can map the emails of them here. I'm leaving this thing blank now. Here it is asking of the task description, so you will get the task description as the description or the title of the meeting. Here you will find the summary label of the meeting. You can map it here. Similarly, we have many fields here, so you can map all the things if you have. Right now, let me map the content as well from the iterator as the description of the meeting or the event. Okay. And by clicking on save and send test request button, you can create this item here in this user research database of Notion. So let me show you that. This is the user research database. Okay. So let us click on save and send test request one more time, and another item will be added in the Notion database. Okay. Here you can see this is the response. And here you can see another item got added here with the same task details as latest if status is confirmed. 25th of February, 11:30 a.m. 2023 is the start date. Okay. And here you can see this is the same date that we have mapped here. 25/2/2023. Okay. Right. And 11:30 is the starting time. Here you can see the same. 11:30. So this is how it is going to work, guys. So we are done setting up this automation. And to know how to make these connections here, let me show you that also. So let me just close these things, and to show you the workflow more clearly, you know how to connect with scheduler. You can connect with date time formatter in this action step just by searching date time formatter here, and you will find it here. Okay. That's how you can select the action event as current date. Then click on connect and you will find the values here. Okay, after that you can click on plus icon, another actions tab will open up. And for connecting with Google Calendar, you just have to search for Google Calendar here and you will find it here. Then you have to select the action event as get all events. Okay, then for connecting with Google Calendar, just click on connect here. From here, select add new connection. Then it will show you sign in with Google. Click on it. And from this window, you have to select that Google account by which you have the access to the calendar. Then you have to provide some additional access to your calendar. Just click on continue and you will be connected with Google Calendar like this. Then after that, you can select the calendar's name, then toggle this button to off and click on save and send test request button like this to fetch the details of the calendars like this. Here you will find the items label. Okay, then you can connect with iterator easily, then datetime formatter. And at the last, to connect with Notion, let me show you that. Just click here on this plus icon and from here you can type Notion. You will find it here and select the action event as create database item, then click on connect. From here select add new connection, then click on connect with Notion and you will be connected. It will bring you to this page. From here you have to select the pages that you want to give the access to. Okay, if you want to give the access to all the pages, you can select all and then click on allow access so that you can create items automatically in any page or any database. Then you can select the database name and map the details as I have did, and your work will be done. Your automation will be set up and you have to set up it only once, and after that it will work automatically every week according to the schedule that you have chosen, and it will fetch the details, calculate the difference between the current date and the events date, and add the items here in the Notion according to the upcoming events that you have in Google Calendar in the coming week. And guys, you can use this workflow as well, as I'm going to paste the link of this workflow in the description, and you can clone it in your own free Pabbly Connect account and start using this automation instantly. Guys, thank you so much for watching our video, and please let us know how our automation ideas are helping you in the comment section. And if you have any queries related to this application, please ask your queries from this forum link, and do check the pricing of this application from this link. And guys, we are open to ideas. If you want us that we should make videos on other aspects of your business, please do let us know in the comment section. And if you like our work, please subscribe to our channel.